def. Okay, we'll see whether my Wi-Fi can keep up with this.
Oh no. We are live.
Because
Hello, everybody.
I was recording my video, Miles.
I believe you were.
I was recording my video. And then I decided that I was going to try and use DaVinci Resolve. And because when I was recording my video, I realized it was bad, and in ways that doing it in Resolve could help.
Is Resolve like a video editing program or something like this, or?
Yeah, it means that I've had to like convert my presentation into image files.
Oh, bonsoir, Caleb. Bonsoir.
Good evening.
Bienvenue à Faisons un Buba. Maintenant, je ne sais pas qu'est-ce qu'on fait.
It does just sound like cowboy French.
A little bit, doesn't it? It's very endearing. I just out of like nervousness of just privacy, I don't want to get into details about it, but yes. I'm glad you're able to join us, Malin, for however long you're able to join us. I hope you have a safe drive, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm here alive.
And we are all so pleased that you're alive.
Yes, me and you both.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a little out of it. I might not be like my most like personality saturated today, so don't mind me if I'm a little bit like video pause when we go live.
I mean, if I really hope that there aren't Wi-Fi issues today.
Me and you both.
Enjoy the high quality while you can. I mean,
no, go ahead.
If I oh, okay. We'll see how this goes. I think I've reduced my camera resolution at least. We'll see.
This it is a dress form. This is Remy's dress form actually. When depending on where I kind of like set up, it was kind of visible previously, but now it definitely is like for sure because we're kind of just like organizing things around a little more. So I don't know if that's going to be like the final like place for it. I did put some like squishmallows in the back to kind of like provide some like little what's it called?
Continuity.
Yeah, some like staging, if you will.
Oh no, different.
A little fairy dropped off something called a coffee crisp. So I'm going to see what this is like. It's like a Tim Tam. Okay, yeah. Good. I don't get a lot of coffee from it though.
Okay. So, Paul. So, Miles set this up, and
so I think this was when like I was doing it a little bit like when I did the Soul Boo when you were out, and like I wanted to kind of get a pull out, but I didn't know kind of like where the next step was, and I wanted to be sure that things were going to be like okay in the long run. So what I did for this pull was I put 3 ideas for how we can derive a sort of like agent noun, and we had this little note and like kind of embedded in the active participles or like the participle section where it said that if we put like that thun with a suffix or prefix rather with a I think with an active verb specifically potentially, it was going to create an agent noun for it. Come where I'm at if you want to. So I kind of wanted to try and finalize that so we can kind of like understand what we mean by like that note. So I put that note as option 3. I will spoil it a little bit. Option 3 did win just by a small margin. But the options 1 and 2 were utilizing the strategy that we just come up with the classifiers. I'm trying to remember it because it's been a minute since I had my last booba. But one was more fusional, kind of as like the the possessive classifier. That's like what it was. The more fusional means for it versus option 2, which is more in spirit of the language, which induced a mutation on the verb, and that was second place. One person did vote for option 1, so that was nice. I did want to have the failsafe just in case that like that note was going to be what it was going to be. So if Jake was like, oh, this was the correct thing we need to flesh out, that was going to be happen, and it did not happen. Jake, you did not vote for option 3 nor the failsafe. You have option.
No. I voted for option 2.
Yeah.
And I think that the fact that this was so
Narrow.
close.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do a kind of we're gonna make it the spirit of it correct without necessarily doing the whole thing. Yeah.
I want to say, Aaron, welcome. We are glad to have you always. I hope you are doing well. And I'm presuming you are off of your university studies and can have a little bit of a summer gallivant, if you will. Cool.
So I just want to find bitte. Oh. We
That's
only have bitte?
No, nita is dita because this is the nasal mutation.
Dita. Okay.
Oof. I hear the video stuff.
Okay, so dita is tall. That's what we've got on there. So this is person. Now Miles was like, "Why have you glossed it all as make?" Because that's what we use in English, Miles. It wasn't supposed to be
what?
It was a translation rather than a direct. It was a semantic translation rather than direct translation.
Yeah, I hear you.
Anyway, so I'm gonna just go with cause for now, and then cause tall. Do you remember what a Chengu Hong is?
I honestly assume that it's catch rock. Because Hong is rock.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we were trying to this was where I think we were trying to get dear God, rock catcher, or like some sort of like the tall catcher does something, or like trying to figure out a way to modify these.
This was the modifier thing. So in this construction, we then say now that we lose this, and so I don't know why I bothered to do all of that. And so Chamuniti Changuhong is the tall person catches the rock. Okay, so we've got active participles and we have stative participles, and I'm gonna put in brackets adjectives if we had them. I think if we make verbs, sorry, we were playing around with this. So if verbs is level 1, then this can be level 2, and this can be level 3, and this is level 4 rather than level 5. So in Tnaira, stative verbs take participles by adopting the N mutation. This was derived from the causative to bring as a modifier. That's not how English works. So no, because the modifier doesn't derive the attributive participle. In Tnaira, stative verbs take. It's also, it doesn't take participle. It's become made into participle by adopting the mutation. This is right as a modifier.
This
just doesn't need to be there.
No, it just is kind of saying that like this is kind of our version of adjectives.
So is the I don't remember whether the causative ever did anything other than this. Like if you have the causative in, I guess this is the, like once we go to so let's I don't know what's going on there.
I don't either. Was this our passive participle derivation trying to be done?
Kind of.
Because this is from the perfective, so or
and I don't know what this classifier stuff is doing either.
I think this is that's saying like a possessive classifier, like the mango tree.
That's not a possessive relationship.
Oh, Sotan, I want to give you a hug now. I hope everything's okay. I know I've had a rough little weekend as well, so hopefully we can find some solidarity together. But yeah, I think this is a defunct strategy now. I think this has no bearing. Because also this part of me thinks that like it would be tree tall, but like then like it's almost like you would have to like derive this dative verb from mango and then like adjective that theoretically. If we wanted to say like the mango tree, unless we are like saying that like nouns can behave as modifiers in this manner if they're attributive.
I mean, I think that we would in general allow noun apposition.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
So pronouns and stuff. Oh, this is where messing with things has gone weird.
This is also Oh, I see. Okay. Hold on, there's demonstrative pronouns, and then there's and nominal demonstratives.
So this isn't in morphology. So nouns are one of the basic word classes in Tnaira. I don't know what usually goes here. This is
yeah. I mean,
mhm.
I feel like that's where one goes on this beautiful, like, verbose, like rant on like what it means for it to be a noun.
Nouns can behave as modifiers when not the head of a noun phrase. Right? Does that make sense?
That does make sense. I want to maybe say that like this would be in the absolutive case, but that might be, we can add that in where it says the absolutive case maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It also means that we will end up with a situation like in Japanese where you have a lot of adjectives in English would be stative verbs, but you could have some classes of adjectives be effectively nouns that are very rarely heads. But I think it makes sense to allow this, especially if we're aiming for something more
analytic.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, pronouns. Possession. Got that.
So back to this section. So do you want to quickly make some examples?
Yeah. Let's see some active verbs. We might need to create some words. Oh, to leave might be a good one. That's also a grammatical thing, so maybe not. Not to speak. I guess wash would be active. Ooh, rip. That's a great one. See what else we got.
But wouldn't rip, you would usually expect it. Do we want a distinction between
I think you're saying
and ripped? And the other thing is that obviously that in English that contains a couple of things. Like obviously ripping, it could either be the gerund or the present.
Yeah.
Not present. No, we call it present participle, but it has a sort of continuous use as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like kind of like you're ripping something like until it's done. I mean, in our dictionary, we do classify it as an active verb, but also like that also kind of like brings the
we're
question.
deriving it from an imperfective though, so I think ripping makes sense, but then the question is if you want to say like the ripped,
the ripped piece of paper.
Yeah.
We might need another strategy for that if we do want to qualify that. I have not talked about bleach and for what it seems like months. I'm so glad to be back on the topic. I've missed it so much. I think I'm gonna use dancing because I think that's a better like example for this. But I do want to see what it comes out as. So I guess we just put a P here. I would assume that if if only we had like a word for queen, that would be great. We have the dancing queen.
I'm trying to. I don't think that they would have queens. I don't think
they would have queens either.
Yeah, things don't seem stratified enough.
Here we go.
I mean, we can leave out the lose.
Perfect. Okay.
Hop is the word for hearing?
It is. It is indeed.
Wow. Okay. I think that makes sense.
Let's do one a little more. I feel like we don't refer to eat. I don't. Oh, we do. It's the yum. Oh, that's why. Oh, because our dictionary is weird. Not really. Eat would be an active verb. I would hope so. I think this would be nom. Yeah. Bow 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 bow. Doop 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 doop. Oh, wrong thing. Well, I mean right thing, but wrong thing. Oh, did you go to Taylor Swift's wedding, Jake? I wasn't invited.
No, I waited patiently outside.
For your cake piece?
Yeah.
I didn't have my diaper on, so I missed it.
I don't know. I think that at this point, I just accept that as much as I'm not a Swiftie, I'm glad that she brings so much joy to other people.
Yeah.
Although I did appreciate the Dua Lipa's wedding versus Taylor Swift's wedding.
What comparison? What utter comparison. And also to bring up Caleb's point, there is the metro station here. There's like a graffiti that said "Brûlons les prisons," and I thought that was just very lovely in like one of the like downtown like stations. So it was very, very funny to watch all the people kind of like walk on like cool. I'm gonna write this up. In Tnaira, active verbs are made into participles. Oh, okay. I had dumplings today, and they were pork and dill ones, and they were utterly fantastic. But like, I have been tasting dill for the past like 2 hours. And it is just like, I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's just like a very like prominent lingering taste in one's mouth.
Was this at the restaurant that was Northeast Chinese?
No, this was a cute little dumpling place that is in Chinatown.
Mhm.
And it was so packed. I could not hear a word the waitress was saying whatsoever. So we just pointed at things because it was just like go, 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 big, big, big. You like they like walk around. They have like these like big steamers in the back that are like continuously going. So like they have like 6, 7 stacked up high, and when they are ready, obviously they just like bring them out. You're like, here you go, boop, 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 and it's like, oh my god, and they're super, super hot, super, super good. Nom 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 nom.
Mhm.
Lovely.
Some weird stuff is happening down here, and I don't like it. And part of me just wants to delete it and run away.
No, do it because this is already worked out. We already done this.
Yeah. I was like, this is already worked out, isn't
done.
it?
Yeah.
Like
This is old news.
Like we have a note somewhere that says how this works.
Yeah, this is just like this is a simple sentence, no?
Yeah, but we say it's simple now, but I guess if we remember it all after 2 weeks, will we know it in 2 years?
No. I mean, you might could. I will never.
Okay.
I don't want to put that goal on myself.
Language.
David craves more nums. Nom, 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 nom.
Okay. Full into.
Okay.
I feel like verb classes is worth a subheading.
Yes.
And I think that we can verb classes. I was reading something yesterday because I already tried to get my Maddie homework. If I say my Maddie homework, do you know what I'm referring to?
No. Yes, okay. yes. No, I do now. I do know what you mean now. Okay, sorry. Yes, okay, continue.
So I was like trying to look up all this ergativity stuff, and there was some commentary on whether the alignment is semantically triggered or syntactically triggered. So like, is something determined based on the semantics of the verb or the syntax of the expression?
This is an issue I wanted to hash out a while, so I'm glad we're bringing it up now, because I've been like, in the back of my mind, when should the ergative be used? Because I feel like there's places where like it does not make sense, but like with active verbs, that's kind of the thing. But also that just is syntactically incorrect, but semantically does make sense.
I think that some of it is just when you're doing, as soon as you have, like, this isn't split ergative even. This is its own distinct thing. But you end up using the language of ergativity to describe things because we follow an ergative morphosyntactic alignment, right? Mm-hmm. So no, we don't. We don't, because I think we've started calling it ergative, but we essentially have a, like, if you define it based on parts of speech, we have an active subject marker, right? And we have a patient. This is also where I remember talking to Tethys about this, and it's really easy to mix up the syntactic and morphological stuff, right? Yeah. Because you have your whole like SAP triangle, right?
Oh, SAP triangle.
But then you combine that with, is it that it's both subject in both of them? like subject-object marking.
Rephrase that one more time. I'm losing you.
Because it's easier to remember that like the object is
like patient or yeah, I mean
no, because the I think strictly speaking, the agent of a transitive verb and the subject you know where I'm trying to go, right? Like
you're trying to say like in the ergative case is like subject and agent, they're paired. But
so what we have, right, is for our transitive verbs, right? The agent of a transitive verb is marked the same as the subject of a
that's
verb.
Yeah.
And the subject of a stative verb is marked the same as the patient of a transitive verb.
Oh, yeah. It's this thing. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. And when you describe it in terms of objects, which is, from what I remember, is the syntactic name, it's easier because you can distinguish between patient and object. But from what I remember, I can't remember if there is a different word for the subject that is not the same as the subject here. From, you know?
I fully understand now, and I don't think there is.
I think what it is that in reality, this S here is like a figment of our imagination.
Yeah.
And so you have agents and patients in morphology and subjects and objects in syntax. And we have a split S system.
Correct.
And typically, if you have a marked agent, then that is ergative. And if you have a marked patient,
that's absolutely
accusative. But we don't mark patients.
Correct.
And so we have an absolutive.
Correct. Okay.
All
We're
good?
on the same page. All good. Yeah, fully on the same page.
So that is morphologically defined, but classes, are they semantically or syntactically defined? I think we're doing it semantically.
I agree. That is
this is. Did you write this, or did I?
I could not tell you.
Okay, verbs fall into. We're saying a number. There's two classes.
There's two classes.
Based on
that works too.
No, the sentence is going to get too complicated. You were right. Your instincts were correct.
Yeah.
No, this is floating. So so verb class is semantically determined. An active verb takes an ergative subject, which is, yes, it's the subject, while stative verbs take stative verbs are the subjects of stative verbs the subjects of non
Non.
Are
Yes.
all stative verbs intransitive? Inherently.
Yes.
Yes.
They're all going to be. Well,
are you sure? Are we sure about this?
What would be a stative transitive verb? The only one I can think of is like to sit. Like to sit somewhere, but that's not even really transitive.
No, that's not transitive. You're thinking of like to set the glass on the table.
Yeah.
Which is like transitive ized.
Subset of
I feel like oh, hi Tinglish.
Oh, yes, Tinglish. I'm so glad you won your pub quiz. Could to grow be a no, that's probably the opposite of it. That's probably an active verb.
No, well, part of the issue, Miles, is that these verbs in English don't distinguish morphologically between their transitive and intransitive forms. Grow as in I grow.
You grow vegetables in your backyard. Yeah, I'm more thinking like the child is growing up.
Yeah, so that's the stative verb, and I think that you would probably semantically distinguish those. I mean, not necessarily, but like to me, like there obviously makes sense for them to. I understand why we call them the same word in English. I just feel like for this, even if this is why I was also wondering about like what does the causative marking actually do? Because I think that's part of these are the participles. I think that this is also in this. We need because we have it's where particle grammar falls down a bit. So we have the lose and the s things that are the leftover clefts, right?
Correct.
So effectively, they've been sort of split up, I guess, in our system. But does that mean that like we need a section on like no, we're saying that we're losing we're losing the aspect marking, aren't we?
Over time, yeah. I think we're now moving towards a tense-based system.
Yeah, but what I mean is that lose was from the old
imperfective.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that the auxiliary is dropping out because it's no longer used, right?
Correct. In that instance.
No, but we're not
general.
using it.
General, yeah.
Like in general, we are also using it in the matrix verb, right? Or is the lose section becoming like a adverb or something?
I'm processing. Hold on. I know silent processing is not great for screen time, but I'm going to try and do the opposite of that. I guess. I mean, it is. I think it depends on the rebracketing of everything, because if we say that now these like aspect markers no longer carry like a distinct meaning, then yeah, they should drop out. Yet, hold on. Yeah, I don't think we're dealing with aspect anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. I like this. This is just good differences between the next when we get to the onaroru vibe.
Mm-hmm. So the causative in the stative participles, the s is dropping out here.
Correct.
Is the s like?
I think
I guess my question is, if this is what we're doing with, like, we're doing this with the causative here. So how do we do a causative that's still a causative? Oh, we were doing it, we were marking it morphologically in some places. I remember that much. Because we were marking the causa in the ergative.
Oh. And I know what we're talking about. I know what we're talking about now. It's in the other tab. Where is she?
You sure?
It was the poll. It was that poll. Yeah, it's whichever one won this oh dear Lord. This poll from December of last year.
It was this one. There's a note.
Oh, thank God for past. I know it was past you, because Lord knows I would not do that, but thank goodness.
Okay. Yes. So that means that we did. Okay, this one. Yeah. Because then we did probably create that bring as the auxiliary. Now this is getting lost from the framework, unless that like it
like, unless you put an active verb into, like, this is where I think that, like, this poll was a nice
starting point forward to kind of it got us into that Tnaira bring. It brought us into Sun. But now that like we're now kind of getting really deep into evolution now. I think we're at like a stage where like this kind of is like kind of like we're going classical Latin to French, being a really relevant example in my life. But like
I think that it should be ka and then the N mutation to make an agentive, and the N mutation on its own, which is from the thin, is like a remnant of the causative. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
because in this model, we didn't know that the auxiliary that effectively
I mean,
we said that the
created...
auxiliary verb is consumed by the. We're saying lexical verb complex.
Oh
right?
god, this is much too old for us.
But now we're saying that this verb that is doing this leaves behind something, which means that we need to update things effectively, I think.
Correct. Yeah.
So I think the agentive noun, so at that point, agentive nouns combine a head, ka, with the n mutation of the verb. Also, if the P isn't being lost before the consonant, would you want to keep it as cap? I think it would, like cat or cap. We could do a poll.
Yeah, do a quick poll. Because it's not inducing a the glottal. There we go. I know I did not address it, but now
these old polls just sort of stick around in here. Okay, so what should the form of the head classified be? And option 1 is ka, and option 2 is cap.
I also want to point out, in case I did not, and now I have capabilities to show comments again. But
you're hiding the poll, Miles.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, I didn't know how to poll.
I was joking.
Not true with that.
Ears.
Yeah. Thank you, Bib. Oh, and also hi, Bib. I hope you're doing well.
Okay, so that means that okay, so that would be what valency changing operation. That feels too big.
I'm here. I'm alive.
Okay, so causative. No, wrong direction. Okay. So the causative is most properly indicated. The causative construction in Tnaira requires the verb to be and the n mutation. Only this promotes. Oh, this is it a promotion or an addition? This adds.
I like promotion because, like, you're. I think that's kind of what I'm thinking too.
Causa to the subject of the verb of the matrix. Well, there's not a non-matrix verb being involved. The subject of the verb, while the causae and any objects remaining are both left in the absolutive case. Right?
Correct.
I'm trying to remember where we were going from here. The agent noun. Okay. I think only 2 people have voted.
Correct.
However,
I think based upon watershed.
I do get the impression that like people don't have strong. Well, also people already half voted on this anyway. I feel like this is kind of anti-democratic. But oh well.
No, well, sometimes the horse needs to be beat, and sometimes you just gotta, usurp your followers. Sorry, buddy.
Okay.
Oh, do you ever watch the that cult movie with Irish Queen Ayo Edebiri, where she goes into some like
it's about a like a religious movement, or cult as in it was very popular.
Oh, sorry, no, as it was about like a religious movement that was it was started by like John Malkovich's character, who was this like kind of like grandiose like musician that became a recluse, and then he wrote this like manifesto. Very good movie if you like that sort of kind of like Midsummer-esque genre. But yes, it was very good.
Okay.
It reminded me of something. I forgot what it was.
Let's see how good we are at these. So instead of katnai, it's kanai.
Mm-hmm.
Henya becomes kanenya or kanenya.
And Enya. The H is dropped in nasal.
Okay.
Where the hell is it? Here it is.
Django is
Oh no. It's a D, I think. Let me check. Hold on.
Oh, because it's a single N. There wasn't an N before.
It's a D. Yeah. It's Denya.
Okay.
Yes, opus is what it is called.
So because die was originally from an N.
Mm-hmm.
So have you got the mutations there?
I do.
Like the table. Okay. So what's the palatal lateral one for the nasal?
Palatal stop.
Like voiced?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So P goes to B.
Oh, wait. No, I'm dumb. Wait. It starts with... Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's palatal stop. I misheard you. That's my bad. Continue.
And then the retroflex Africa is...
Voiced.
Okay. There. Kanai, Kadenya, Kajango, Kabadam, Kajengu.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This is solid.
Okay. Let's just delete all of that stuff. I think that we know everything that we need from that.
In terms of our checklist up top, I just kind of poked at this. We've completed possessive classifiers. That's where we have our 4. That's our only 4, and we have no others. Love this.
Well, we've said that if we got to a relay and we really had to rethink them, we would consider it. But we're going with what we have for now until it breaks.
Yay! Ugh, I love engineering.
Okay.
Oh, also, Jake, if you wanted to, I have canceled my chiropractor.
Thank you, Miles. Also, I would assume that you would have cancelled it, considering there's no way you would go back there for it.
True. Very true.
Sail away, sail away.
Sail away. Copyright, copyright, copyright.
Okay, and then we return to flailing on the Orinoco flow. Okay, I called this Deverbal Morphology. So far, we have not made any new Deverbal Morphology.
Well, good. We have a half hour to do so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't have to do both of these, unless we really, really want to. Also, I don't know if this counts as morphology or is we can call it deverbal constructions. And I think that means that we can actually promote them maybe. Oh no, this is already heading 3. I think we're fine. So action/state nouns. I think object nouns could work with classifiers.
1000%.
Although I feel like I'm already regretting saying that because I think it could work, but I think that would then end up suggesting that you have to like you can combine a classifier with a verb and like
I mean, some summons were already doing that above.
I guess the other thing is, well, there's the question of whether it works like this, like the agentive, or whether like if we could always say like there is no regular pattern to forming object nouns from verbs, although one common derivational process is to zero, like effectively, is it really zero so is to zero derive a noun from a verb with a fossilized incorporated.
Yeah. The only other pathway, if we did want to lean into the classifiers, would be to just like narrow it down to just the ones that classify shape, and then just have it be like those 3. If we, but
the thing is, there's gonna be. I was thinking of like the sacapuntas type ones, you know, like these nouns that people like. Well, that's not the best description of them. Nouns that people like. These nouns that are composed of a verb and the thing that they.
Oh,
and
okay.
Object,
yes.
Right.
Hold on. Yes.
So the most generic of these use classifiers, although often simply use a noun. And then examples. Which then makes me think that there should be, for the action/state nouns, I mean, part of me feels like, aren't these often just zero derived in a analytic language? Like, if you want to talk about like
Like just like the dance, so to speak.
Yeah, for example, like I saw the dance.
Yeah.
So I
So,
so
Kir.
oh
Fi is the demonstrative. Kir is the pronoun. R-Y rather, is to see.
Kirve and so
And then if I were being pedantic,
this should be in the ergative. So
oh, okay, never
Kir,
mind. Kir kripadam.
So I don't love this, particularly because it's so there's very little to like to distinguish like
This
this
feels
from
like
like
a light verb construction or something. This feels more like a serial verb than like an actual like derivation of a stative noun or a state noun rather.
although if we look at we did work the tense stuff out.
Yeah, no, the tense of this would be correct. I just checked that actually. It's more so that like thought is that I don't think there's enough distinction between see and dance where it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we have it now, that is in our unmarked distant past.
Oh. This is, we need the example because we don't have the order. Or does the tense thing go immediately after the verb? Yeah, it goes immediately after the verb.
Mm-hmm. We know what this. Oh, this says still me. He rang Jesus.
Well, I think that we used a bunch of different names for it.
Fair enough.
I think that I'm just basing it on this negation thing here. Oh, it's because we just hadn't done it then. There.
Yeah.
So if we go back to the like if you shove the li'ak in, kiri li'ak padam, I think it is.
Yeah.
I guess the question is if we don't zero derive it, then what are we gonna do? Like, it's where you would use a thing like thing, I think, quite prototypically, I guess. I think part of it is that like the action or state isn't a concrete thing, is it?
Not really. It's more like, yeah, like it feels to me like there needs to be either like, I think why I said like I saw the dance. You're seeing someone, I guess, perform a dance. It feels like you need something phenomenal like portion. I don't think that you're debating.
Curious what the solution in. Well, I guess the thing is, I know so many examples of this in Mandarin, and you just sort of learn to deal with it based on, because if we haven't even said that we have serial verbs, right?
Correct. And I don't
So
want to.
if we never have serial verbs,
Yeah,
then
because I don't think that this language is going to involve a lot of serial verb. I think we have a good idea of where things are going to be, especially if it's SVO or something or another. Long story short, I think that syntactically, I think this makes sense.
I think.
But still, what?
I think it works. I think particularly once you include the tense marking stuff.
Yeah, it becomes clear which is like the action verb, or which is the matrix verb, rather. I don't want to conflate those two.
It makes the language a little bit V2-ish in a way that is interesting. So action and state nouns can be zero derived from the verb stem. And I think that if we run into ideas for similar things, then I think it's fine.
It's being worked. This will. No, this doesn't make sense. No. Go away. We only need this. I was going to say, like, it would come. Well, maybe it is helpful to say like it comes after the tense marker.
No, because the thing is, if we we can make a gnomic example.
It doesn't matter.
Like, I don't know, women go shopping on
Tuesdays.
That's a terrible thing to try.
That's a terrible. We have nothing to do that.
Meaty rooms.
Well, Bib is still watching. I assume you have maybe done this. I'm a little bit behind. I'm so sorry, but I have always wanted to do like a food web or a food sort of tree about kind of like how the ecosystem is like consumes. I don't know if that's anything you have done in your project. I'm very curious about that, or any other spec bio people out there.
So me hearings.
Rip.
I think part of it is that a lot of how you would do it in English, you do a lot with the verb, right?
Oh, I'm so stupid. Why am I giving you like single sentence without an? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
Like me hearings go to the forest for eating. Like the thing is, we would say to eat here, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Part of it is that, like, I don't know how we would say this in like I think that there would probably be something like, if we gloss, it would be like mihirung.
Go.
Are we doing plurals for? We decided not to do the plural for person marking, right? Like we aren't having a compulsory, or is the pronoun still there if we're marking the plural? Like, are we doing mihirung, they go to forest for eat? Like, does that make sense?
Hold on, I was in the plural marker thing. Mihirungs, they go. Yeah, that does make sense.
Well, because otherwise it would be mihirung go to forest for
Yeah,
eat.
it would just be a single one. Yeah.
So we are leaving the, because I remember that there was this a poll or was it just a decision?
What was?
I remember that I think that you were a bit worried about how much was being dropped from the proto language. And one of the things that was worrying you was the fact that I think we're losing a lot of the cases where these pronouns were. But I think it makes sense to keep it for
plural marking.
Yeah.
Like, has that?
So so mihirung is what, hok?
Hop, yeah.
Although I need the.
Oh, it would be where are you, buddy?
Which is it? Which? Oh, hop, and it's cop.
Okay.
So, cop, then they.
I'm gonna just put this example down here. I think this is.
We didn't. Kier isn't the modern form, Miles. This is all proto.
Oh, you're right. Okay, that's my bad. Boopy boopy. Hold on. Boop 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 boop.
So
K. So it'll be K.
Oh, okay. K.
Yeah.
Well, no, that K in the other example here it would be bok. No, because. This is so funny to me that we ended up like. Can we reduce this, please? Like just goose.
Well, okay. Wait.
Particularly because these are all goose. Like,
can I draw your attention somewhere right quick to kind of like, yeah, go down to noun number, because that somewhat argues a little bit. If we do conflate that coos, that now makes it a little bit homogeneous with the human classifier, or the human plural marker.
It's only coos versus coos.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of cool. But I'm understanding.
This also makes me think that we don't need those pronouns. I think that it was the right. I forgot about these. So first of all, are mihirungs a sunbird or a bird too?
Part of me thinks they are sunbirds because they don't fly.
That's true.
Birds fly in flux.
I think part of it is that I don't know if we know whether they had nests or not. Is it?
I mean, 6 a dozen. We don't know if they had traveled in flocks either.
No, we can say that there were a large number of individuals occurring together, suggesting flocking behavior.
Well, fuck my drag, I guess.
Fuck your drag, Miles. It's a flock. Rules. So, I keep forgetting what we're actually working on.
Okay. Oh, these are modern forms. Okay, great. Okay, cool.
So rules, crop. So did we? No, I remember we talked about this. We aren't putting the ergative onto the plural. Rules.
Correct. Yeah, talk about this. Yeah.
So plural bird. I'm gonna say plural flock just to be clearer for us.
Yep.
So flock mihiro. No more they. Go. Do we have a verb for to go?
We have a verb for to leave, but that's really, really old.
No, because that would be leave the forest to eat.
Well,
does this mean we get to invent a verb?
Thank gosh. Okay. Yes, we do.
Okay. I don't think we have enough time to be faffing about with polls and things.
No. We also have no word for forest either, by the way.
Okay. Do you want to do something Orinoco-y?
We could do.
So if I was going to split Orinoco up into things to make forms from, it would either be we get like uri and then no nuku, which I think uri and nuku are nice forms, or it would be urin and uku, which I don't like as much.
I don't like them much either.
Also, if we want the K to be not voiced, we'd either make it like nuku or we make it nuku.
I like nuku.
This will make it an adjective, which means forest would be duku. Great.
So it would be modern duku because of denasalization, oblique nuku in this sense. So it's helpful that it does become a nasal.
I think with like 10 minutes left, we're going to do something that you were clamoring for a couple of weeks ago, which was making more prepositions.
Yay! I was clamoring for this.
It doesn't like uri. Oh, it's because we don't have a repair thing for the silly me. Oh, it doesn't like that either. Oh, it would have to be, it has to start with a glottal stop. There we go. Uri. Beautiful.
Love that.
Okay. Uri, verb to go, and then we didn't have a word that started NU before.
Yes.
Forest. Okay. So I just keep forgetting what I'm doing all the time. Okay,
It's
Rus
boundary.
got Uri. Okay, I'm just gonna put
The two, yeah.
relative in. So then, so hear me out.
I am.
We agreed that it was more interesting for the prepositions to trigger their own
That's fair.
things, right?
Mutations.
And I think that Go I think you could interpret the basic locative argument of Go as
go towards something
as the additive. Particularly, I think because it's got the for afterwards, it's clear enough. Okay, so Duku. Oh no, because it's if it starts with the N, then the N mutation of N is N.
Correct.
So Urinuku. Okay, then
Nyalm. And then whatever we want to have for. Or Dyalm, sorry. Nasal.
Do you want to so for Dyalm, right? Okay. Okay, so this is a new word class, I think.
It is.
Numerals.
7 minutes left. Oh, lovely.
I mean, you have to do it sometime.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's better now than never. It's better from a week from now.
I'll probably put them before the verbs start. Okay. Prepositions. So prepositions are an old word class in the language family. Some of these grammaticalized earlier than others, leading to distinct outcomes in the Okay. Okay, so these prepositions are in general more specific than the generic oblique marked only with the nasal mutation. I guess N mutation is what we call it throughout.
Yeah.
With the N mutation, with each
preposition triggering their own mutation.
The thing is, they don't each have their own mutation.
Exactly.
So with each preposition governing the form of its modified of the noun. Does that make sense?
We're covering the mutated form, or just
Because
to kind of,
they're not technically. There's a non-mutated form, isn't there?
there is. Hold on. Governing the form, governing
Of the following modified noun.
Yeah.
That makes sense, right?
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Okay. Should we generate some forms? I'm going to generate like 10, and then we can split them in half.
Mm-hmm.
So, sha, path, nung, sha, monkey.
Well, with teeth will come out as just in general, because I do like that form.
It would just be tisu, right?
I think so.
No,
Tizu.
tizu, because it's a singleton.
Jake, we can't make donk into a word.
Well, it would mean that you realize that the implication after that is that it would be the form would be dong, and then you would do the adjective of
Mutation, yes, you would. Or dong.
What if? No, this doesn't help us. Then we get dunk.
Dunk.
Dun. Well, dun. Actually, I don't hate dun. It sounds very Mandarin.
It does sound very Mandarin. I was thinking the very same thing a little bit.
I prefer bang. Like, I think bang.
Bang, bang.
Like it. Yeah.
I like bang. I generally was leaning more towards those NGK forms, so I'm fine with either of them, to be honest.
So in this stage, we then have what meaning do you want to assign it? Like 4?
Yeah, benefactive pronoun, or no, benefactive pronoun doesn't make sense. But yeah, 4 intention.
Okay.
Something like this.
So
also we are seeing Lexergy.
Okay. So how do you want to structure this? I feel like a table could be useful here.
Yeah. At least yeah, or like a 3 heading one. Yeah, exactly so.
So it would be, is that a good name for it?
It's not a bad name for it.
Just plain?
Yeah, maybe unmutated. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was saying like unmutated.
And then
it could never be an X-Men, unfortunately. Well, no, that's a mutant. Well, I guess a mutant is someone who is mutated, or their genes have mutated, so they are. Our words are mutants. Our words are X-Men when they are modified, when they are in cases.
Where's the option so I can make it pretty?
Oh, I know where it's at. Hold on, I got you. I got you, girl, from way over here.
No, I only want these 3.
Shit, sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it's fine. Okay, thank you. So this would be a P mutation one, and it would be bung. Does this need even more levels to it, or am I being silly? I feel like there's more information here than I would usually put in one cell.
I don't think we need this column if we're going to kind of do this documentation of them.
And I want an example. So, like, bang.
Yeah.
And then eating was nyalm, which means that the adjective is
Tnaira. Pre-stop.
Like that, right?
TNJ.
DNJ?
TNJ. Tnaira.
Oh yeah. Pre-stopped.
Yep, you're good.
Nyalm for eating. See, this is wider than I was hoping for.
That's true.
At which point, I'm like, I feel like we should have.
Oh, like, that is kind of nasty, isn't it?
So if we insert some rows below. Also, should we say goodbye and then format this?
Yeah, we'll say goodbye. We'll say goodbye. Okay.
Okay.
Everybody, we don't want you to watch more cable format. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, day, whatever you would like.
I look like I'm living in the dark ages in a cave. I don't have my like big light on.
No, ours is. This is what it is right now. So.
Anyway.
Okay.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. We love you all.